Hey, we started with no complications. That's good.
Isn't it good?
It's the first time that's happened in like
It's
4 episodes. This is the fifth
it's
episode.
so fantastic.
Yes.
We need to have more episodes like that where it's like, okay, no more chatting. Just start now.
Did we start now? Is that what we did?
We can.
Huh. Welcome to the Nerds Who Say
Hi,
Yo.
everybody.
Hi.
Greetings and welcome to another episode of the Nerds Who Say Yo.
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 Wasn't that a great beginning of the episode?
That was awkward. But that's okay. That's why we're here.
I can promise you that won't be the last time we do it like that.
Oh no. Of course not.
No. Xander,
Hi.
I have brilliant news for you.
Oh.
This is the week of all weeks.
Is it?
This podcast posts on Friday. Do you know what Friday is?
Is it the Friday the 13th? No, that's next Friday.
No. Wait, is it?
I think so.
No,
I could be wrong. No, it's not.
That's the 16th.
Oh, okay. So never mind. We're good.
Thank God.
Okay.
I would have to start boarding up my windows and stuff. Oh my God.
Oh.
No, next Friday. It's a very wonderful Friday.
Ooh.
It is the Friday of the Uncharted collection.
Oh ho ho.
I know, it's going to be a very happy Ben weekend.
Are you gonna be first in line?
I'm going to lock myself in my basement. I'm going to get all the trophies, all 3 platinums, and I'm going to be very happy.
I was like all 3 platinums. How does that work? But it's the collection, so I figured
It's the collection.
it
So, I'm so proud of you.
out. I figured it out all on my own.
You figured it out all on your own. Yes, it's the Uncharted collection, so it's all 3 Uncharted games remastered, and they released the demo, and I played it. And let me tell you something. Playing Uncharted is a lot different when it doesn't have the clunky PS3 gameplay that we're all very familiar with. It don't have that anymore. It's all been smoothed out, and it's all nice and all HDified, and it's different. It feels different.
Ooh. I remember I saw, because we have an Xbox One, I saw there's like the Halo Master Collection, and there's actually one of the buttons on the controller toggles back and forth between the remastered graphics and the shitty what it used to look like graphics. And it was really fun to just go back and forth and like, ooh, this is what this tree used to look like. Oh my god. I don't know if Uncharted does the same thing or not.
I hope it doesn't. I heard that Halo collection really didn't do that good.
That's weird.
It was because the online wasn't performing as hoped for.
Oh, yeah. Don't you hate when that happens?
And one of the things that people were really excited for in the Halo collection was the Halo 2 remastered multiplayer, and Uncharted isn't even doing any of their online stuff.
Of course not.
Well, here's the thing. Yes and no with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was kind of really excited to like play Uncharted 2 multiplayer again.
Right.
And just have a whole new community with that and a whole bunch of noobs that I could go like, haha, I am Rambo, bitches. But I know that would just require them like to have a whole bunch of more servers for an HD collection, when really the only purpose of the HD collection is to have people play these games that didn't get a chance to play them on PS3, just so they can get geared up for the number 4.
Yeah.
So, it's sort of like a bad relationship. I understand why you're doing this, but I'm still sad.
I don't like what you're doing.
Like,
I see what you're doing, but I don't like it.
Like, I know what you're doing. I know it. I see the logic in what you're doing, but I don't like it. And you can't make me like it. No matter how much you try.
Oh, you've redecorated. I don't like it.
You've redecorated. I don't like it.
Oh, Doctor Who references.
Yeah. If you get that reference, then you are very cool.
Yes.
And you must wear bow ties.
Oh, yes. Bow ties are equally as cool.
Speaking of PlayStation news, our first official segue.
Ho ho ho! We need segue music, yeah.
Do we have? We don't even have music for the beginning of this.
We'll work on that.
We'll get somebody.
Yeah.
We better call somebody.
We don't have that kind of money. Or dust.
We got dust. Don't you worry about that. Anyway, segue. Trying not to segue away from the thing that I also perfectly segued into. Speaking of PlayStation, that was a very fantastic PlayStation 4 update this weekend, of which Xander could not be a part of because he doesn't have a PlayStation 4. Oh, so sad.
Yes, it's very sad.
It's very sad. There was a marvelous thing added to PlayStation 4 called Communities.
Ho ho!
Did you read about this, Xander?
I briefly saw that there was an update, and I skimmed the article, and the only thing I remember reading was that you can stream to YouTube, but otherwise, no.
Yes, there's a thing where like, okay, so I read the entire thing from top to bottom. Here's the highlights of it. Number one is that yes, you can now stream to YouTube. I don't know who's gonna do that because now we're all invested in Twitch and Ustream and the other ones that are already on there. But if you want to stream to YouTube, now it is there.
It's there if you know.
Yeah. You can now send emoticons to. Don't get too excited. You can now send emoticons to your PSN friends.
Didn't you used to be able to do that on the PS3 and then they took it away though? Or there was something like it with symbols or something?
That you could send. I probably did this to you at some point, but you could send like emoticons to your friends on PS3, but the only way that they could see the emoticons was if they were not playing a game, and you could only use the emoticons if you were not playing a game.
Oh, gotcha.
So they were kind of restricted. I believe these emoticons you can use at any time, but there's not too many of the emoticons there right now, and they're not like the little yellow happy face emoticons. They're like all based off of games.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
And they're not really cool. Sorry guys. Sorry PlayStation. Your emoticons are lame.
It's like, no, I was imagining the platinum trophy symbol with a smiley face on it.
Oh my god, that'd be so. You need to tweet that to them.
Tweet that. I want a platinum trophy with a smiley face.
Yes.
And a bronze trophy with a sad face.
We need to have that in the next like minor meaningless update that nobody cares about. More emoticons.
I mean, Apple did it. They added, like, instead of all the people being yellow, they added the multiple colors of the same exact emoticon, so they're not being racist. YOLO.
Oh, yeah, because that was a big issue.
Yep, totally.
It was someone's job to do that.
Yep. They didn't want to be racist or sexist or whatever the term is, heteronormative, so they were like, here's 8,000 more emoticons to slow your phone down. Woo! Mm-hmm. But everybody's happy now, except probably not, because, nobody's ever happy.
But moving on from emoticons.
Moving on, yes.
The big thing from this update in the PlayStation 4 is you can now have communities on PS4. And what this basically means is that it's sort of a different version of like a Facebook group where you can create a group and people can come and join your group and they can post on the wall of set group. And anyone who is a part of the group can have a group chat where it'll like notify like, hey, there's someone in this group who is having a group chat, and anyone who is within the group can come in and join the chat.
That sounds like a good time.
I know, and here's the best part. Platinum Trophy Review has its own PlayStation group. Or community, or whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
We have a PlayStation community, and you can come and join it. If, by some stretch of the imagination, the community feature actually had a search bar, which it does not.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't that dumb?
So you have to, as the administrator, you add the people to the group yourself type of thing?
Well, the easiest way that people have found to do this is, like, okay, here's an example. My PSN name is DDD49.
Yes, it is.
So, it's out there now.
It's out there.
That was a big frickin' mystery.
Yep, you set yourself up for that one.
So if you wanted to join the Platinum Trophy Review group, what you would do is you would then look for my username.
Okay.
And then you would go to my username and then look under the communities that I'm a part of. And then from there, you would go into the community and then click join.
Okay.
But you can't just go to the community part on the PlayStation and then go to a search bar, which would be a lot more convenient, and just type in the name of it.
I'm sure eventually they'll patch that up and make that a thing, because enough people will probably complain about that.
They should do that next week. They should do that, like, yesterday.
Well, it's like when you were trying to do your website thing, when you were trying to find a thing that would allow you to add the search bar. PlayStation hasn't figured out how to add the search bar yet.
Yeah, what was that website builder again? Like Wix?
Yeah, Wix is what you were using.
It
Yeah.
was Wix. I was trying like, okay, Wix, how do I like add a search bar to all the things that I'm trying to create? And they're like, no, Peter, no home. Come back later.
What's a search
I
bar?
I stay. I clean. I make your stuff messy.
But yeah, basically like that.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell. So if you would like to join our community on Platinum Trophy Review, do that.
Is it pulled over to PS3 too, or only for PS4?
It's only for PS4.
Okay, I was like, I can't be in this community until I
Yeah,
have a PS4.
hey, guess what?
I'm working on it.
Yeah, as soon as you get on PS4, I know one of the first things you're going to do is join the Platinum Trophy Review community.
Yeah, if there's a limit on members in the community, save me a spot.
Okay, as far as I know, at this point, there is not.
Okay.
You can, like, set it... When you're making a community, you can set it to either private or set it to where anyone can join. If you set it to private, then I as the administrator, have to approve each person who joins.
Okay. Yeah.
But as far as I know right now, there's no limit on the number of people who can join, because right now the Kind of Funny PlayStation community, last I checked, it was just under 10,000 people.
Oh, okay.
And we have a grand spanking 35.
Hey.
Now, let me tell you something. I'm proud of 35. I love all 35 of those people that are like, so just want to be a part of our community.
And hopefully I'll be number 36. Well, actually, hopefully I'll be like a much further number into it. But
yeah, get a PS4 next week and you can be number 36.
yeah.
Do it now!
Except I do think, because isn't the limit of friends like much lower than 10,000? Isn't it like, or is there a limit on friends anymore? I know there used to be.
On PSN?
Yeah.
There's the limit on friends used to be 100. The limit on friends now is 2,000.
Okay, so the groups kind of makes it more convenient to, I don't want to add all of these people as my friend, but they're in my community, so it works out.
Yeah. If you're one of those people with the extreme first world problem,
I have too many friends.
I've all these friends on PlayStation. What do I do with them?
I don't know what to do with all of these people.
All these people want to be my friend.
What do they expect me to do? Feed them? Yes.
What do they want me to do? Do they want me to look at their trophies?
Yes. Sometimes they do.
But yes, that can solve that problem if you have that big of a fan club.
Yeah.
I want to have that big of a fan club.
Someday.
I wish I could have first world problems like that. In other news.
Hey.
Yes, in other news, we are. If you don't have a PSN, or if joining that community group is too difficult, and if it is, trust me, I understand, because I was frustrated with the no search bar thing.
Yep.
Guess what?
Chicken butt.
Chicken butt. This podcast now has a Facebook like page.
Woo!
Isn't it so wonderful? Yeah, because those things are really difficult to make. Not.
Well, hey, on the bright side, I liked the Facebook page much faster than I followed the Twitter page.
Yeah.
Because, oops, I didn't follow the Twitter page when I tweeted to them the first time.
Follow the Twitter page. Oh man, let's not get into the conversation of reasons why you are crazy.
Yeah, that would take a while, probably.
All right.
Hashtag OCD problems.
Speaking of hashtag OCD problems, not a great segue.
Ooh, almost a great segue.
Almost a great segue. I was on the bullseye and then I missed it. Xander,
Me.
I have a question for you.
I might have an answer for you.
Oh, you're gonna have an answer for me. It's time for Law and Order interrogation.
Doo-doo!
I just hit the table right there.
At the same time I made the noise. Oh,
Ding, ding.
it works.
So Xander, you're going to be getting a PS4 hopefully next week, so you can join that little
God.
community.
Not next week.
So, when you eventually get your PS4, I would like to ask you, what games are you going to be getting for set PS4? And when I say games, exclude the ones that we already know. So we already know that you're going to be getting anything within the realm of NHL, and we already know that you're going to be getting Rocket League. We know those. What other games do you hope to put on your PS4 shopping list?
Well, if you exclude just those two, I do have one more for sure.
Is it Uncharted Collection?
No. Well,
Oh,
maybe.
you
Not yet, though.
suck.
Not yet. I'm getting
Lame.
there. Yeah.
Lame.
So I'll
Everybody
probably
go to
shoot
Xander
for.
and tweet him at him and tell him that he's lame.
Yeah, so I'll probably get NHL. um, and Rocket League. Rocket League is fun, damn it.
I didn't say it
And
wasn't.
yeah, I'll probably get fuck. What's the other game? But the shooting all the Save the Humans. What's that one?
Resogun?
Yeah, Resogun. WWE, whatever the new game's called. And then maybe the Uncharted collection because I don't think I've actually played any of the Uncharted
No,
games.
you never have.
So that'd be a good experience for me. Like, yeah, screw the old crappy low quality version. Let's just jump right into.
Get the smoothness.
I'm also actually hoping, like, on my Christmas list specifically, I have the Star Wars exclusive PS4 that comes with the new Battlefront, and the PS4 has Darth Vader's face like imprinted on the PS4. So it's like I kind of want that one because that one looks really cool.
Do you
because
have
it's got
any
Darth Vader
interest
on
at
it.
all in playing Star Wars Battlefront, or do you just want it for the Darth Vader face?
A little of both. I would be interested in playing Battlefront.
If it was
We'll see
handed
how
to
that
you
goes.
for free?
Yeah.
I know you.
Yep. But yeah, I need to broaden my horizon of the games that I enjoy playing because I'm not a very good gamer. I was playing the Deadpool game the other day, and let me tell you, all the craziest shit going on, it was giving me a headache because it was like,
Deadpool?
too much.
Really?
Yeah, Deadpool. I know.
No. Oh,
It was fun.
you
I can't kill it.
sad little boy.
No, it's funny because like the stupidest things like kill me off, and it's incredibly frustrating.
What difficulty were you on?
I think the medium. I think
Okay.
I could be wrong. I hope the medium and not the easy. Because if it's on easy and I'm failing, then we have a problem.
Well, you do have a
But,
problem.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I set it to the medium difficulty.
Do you know what the problem is here? This podcast is going to be under video games when it goes on
Yep.
iTunes, and you and you're dying on easy mode on Deadpool.
Yep. It's because it's not like I can score goals all the time like in NHL. It's like I have to like do stuff, you know.
I have to try. Oh my god.
I know it's so much work. It really is.
No, see, this is why you gotta play Uncharted, because we have the easy mode, and I think some of the... I don't know if this is going to be included in the Uncharted collection, but some of the Uncharted games had a very easy mode.
Oh, okay,
where
that's helpful.
It was... I was so pissed that they put this in an Uncharted game, because I hate how games will sometimes, like, hold your hand through the process.
Baby steps.
The like very easy mode was so easy that they would actually take the cursor that your gun was aiming on and actually magnetize it over to the enemy so you wouldn't miss. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what I need.
No, don't you play it. There isn't even a trophy for completing the game on that difficulty level.
Damn it.
Yeah. Because that is bull.
Yep.
But you got to play it because every single time you die, you hear the sound of the vuvuzelas going.
That's funny.
So that's about all I got.
That's all you got?
We are almost 20 minutes into the podcast. Xander,
Me.
what has been new with you this week?
Okay, well, I'll start off with a very subtle, simple topic, and then we'll get into some slightly deeper stuff, but it's pretty short and sweet anyway.
Oh.
So, as you know, I've been hunting for Exodia. You've witnessed the hunt for Exodia.
Yes.
I got the shiny headpiece, but none of the other pieces. And the other day, you sent me on Amazon, hey, here's all 5 pieces for $30. And I'm like, oh my god.
It's like, ooh.
And initially, I wasn't going to get it because, like, it's not the first edition because that's what they do now is they reprint it, and
Yeah.
it looks the same, but it's the newer reprinted version, so it's not as rare.
Well,
I wasn't gonna get it.
Well, what
What?
first edition means is that it's the first edition of that print. So if Exodia comes out in a new pack, that means it's the first edition of that pack print.
Yeah. And like, so I wasn't gonna get it, but when you sent it to me, there was 5 left, and like that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't gonna get it. Thought about it. Wasn't gonna get it. Next day, I went back on. There was 2 left.
Yeah.
I think I don't remember if it was that same day or if it was by the next day. There was 1 left, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
you know, do I really need this? And I did like the Flash. Yes, I do.
You
And so I bought them. And yeah.
had a SpongeBob moment of I need it.
Yeah. So they should be on their way. I hope they should be here relatively soon. I think they said soon.
Soon.
Ish. Yeah, I don't remember how soon, but soon.
Now, are you going to put them in sleeves and like frame them, or are you just gonna
Frames
put them
for
in
sure.
frame for sure?
Or not frames. Sleeves for sure.
Okay.
A frame is a possibility. I probably won't use them because I don't have time or money to construct an entire Yu-Gi-Oh based or Yu-Gi-Oh based wow Exodia based deck.
Like I
Because
did.
like you did, yeah, and like I don't have enough patience to have a deck in the first place. Because like I have the Lightsworn deck, and I barely use that as it is. So
And I helped you make that too.
yes, you did, and it works
And it
nicely if I mill correctly.
and there's
It's all in the heart of the cards, damn it.
and there's probably still some cards that you could take out of that too.
Hmm.
Uh, I left some cards when I was helping you make that. I left some cards in there that you could take out just because I was waiting for you to make that move of, I probably don't need this card.
Hmm. And then all of a sudden, like right after I built that deck, I just kind of
Uh,
faded back out. Like I don't know
yeah.
what it was, but somehow I faded into it, and
It was your
then
roommates.
yeah, my roommates faded me into it. I built this super strong deck. We got into dual network. I built the same deck on dual network,
Hmm.
and then we just kind of stopped.
And that made me so sad.
Yes.
We need to get back into it sometime.
One of these days. So the other story. This past week and this week have been like my first set of midterms for the
Oh,
semester,
that's
and
terrifying.
yeah, it has been like ridiculously stressful. Last week wasn't too bad because I only had one midterm and I got like a 85% on it because easy class. But then upcoming to this past weekend, all of my professors on like Thursday and Friday assigned homework, and I had like all three of my classes. I had like a huge group project that I needed to do for Monday. Well, I have to work on Friday. I have to work on Saturday. I didn't have to work Sunday, and my original plan was to come home and visit my people at home. And it turned into no, I have to stay here because I have all three of these huge assignments I have to write. I have to type this paper. I have to make a script and a storyboard and film. I have to do this other project. And it was just like incredibly stressful. And on top of that, I have this huge midterm on this Thursday, which by the time this podcast has gone up, I will have hopefully not failed said midterm.
Dear past self, I hope you didn't fail.
I hope you didn't fail. And it is 25 multiple choice, or not multiple choice, 25 true or false questions, even worse than multiple choice questions.
Oh,
I can't narrow it down. It's true
oh.
or false. So, 25 true or false questions, 10 short answer questions where it's like, what court case was this? And I have to know it. It's not multiple choice. I have to know the name of the court case.
What class is this?
Media law.
And why are you taking this?
Because I have to.
This is a requirement?
For my major, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I have to know that, like... Shoot, what was the one I just told you? I already forgot. It was the Watts one. I have this huge stack of 64
Watson!
note cards. And it was, let's see. I already forgot what it was. It was like Watts versus some guy. And he was going to shoot the president if he got drafted. Ha! I know that one now. Boom. Okay. And yeah, so that's a court case. And I have to be able to tell, like, if they ask me, which court case did this kid threaten to shoot the president? I have to know it's Watts versus whatever state he's in.
I thought they would just shoot themselves in the foot.
Who knows? But yeah, so it's like this past weekend, and right before we started filming this podcast, I was cramming in to finish those stupid note cards. And like, the exam's Thursday, and I was telling people that I haven't started studying yet because I haven't had time, and everyone's telling me they started studying last week, and I'm like, I haven't had time to study last week, and they're like, oh my god, why haven't you started studying yet? I'm like, I've literally had like all of these group projects, and I haven't been able to study for the exam, but now I have time to study for the exam. And today, my first class got early. You saw my Facebook status today, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yep, so I got out of my second class an hour early, so I now have 2 hours before my class instead of 1 hour before my class. And in those 2 hours, I was like, I'm going to start studying, and then I realized I didn't have anything to study with, so I
Uh-oh.
kind of wasted those 2 hours. And then I went to my next class to find out that my next class was canceled, and I could have went home 2 hours ago.
I've had that happen so many times.
Yep. So I wasted those 2 hours not being able to study just to find out that I could have left and went home to study. So then once I realized my class was canceled, I went home and took a nap. Yeah, because my class went from 3 to 5. I napped from about 3:30 until like 6, and then from 6 up until about 9, I was cramming in those stupid note cards with a couple of pauses in between,
Mm-hmm.
and just
Of
like,
course.
oh my god, yeah. So that was fun. And last night for my filming project, we didn't actually get to start filming until about like 12:30 in the morning.
Oh my. Wait, you're taking a filming class too?
Yep.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Oh yeah, I filmed a cooking show last night at 1 o'clock in the morning or 12:30 in the morning, where we made a fancy puppy chow that has funfetti cake mix in it, and it's delicious. And we were like busy all day long because I was doing my other group projects, and I was like, okay, the last thing I'm going to worry about is filming, and then I'm going to go to bed. Well, I had a shitload of equipment. Let me tell you, I had this giant box that has all these lights in it. I had this giant box with a camera in it. I had this giant box with a microphone in it. I had a
And then I'll
tripod. It
mail
was
this
just like,
box to myself.
and like, holy shit. And it was a good time, and I hope the video turned out okay. I'm editing this week because it's due on Monday of next week after midterms are all over. So next week is going to be awesome, but until I get through this week, I'm going to be like stressing the fuck out over everything. But the only thing I have this week is that midterm exam, which I will be studying. Oh my god,
It's a
all
stressful week,
64 of
man.
those
It's a
note
stressful
cards.
week.
Yeah,
It's okay.
this past weekend and this week are stressful, but next week should be awesome, I hope.
Next week.
And yeah.
Next week is the week that we play Uncharted Collection.
If I get a PS, well, I'm not going to get a PS4 next week.
Get
You all know
one.
that. I can't afford it.
You have a job. Get one.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, nope. My last paycheck was like not very much, and my next paycheck after this one probably won't be very much either because I'm only working on the weekends now because of class. So, yay!
Same.
I know. Yeah, it's incredibly stressful, but after this week is over, I'll be fine. I hope.
Hoping.
Yeah, hoping.
All right.
And yeah, so that's basically my rant of how stressed out I am. And my fantasy football teams, last time I checked, are winning, so that's good.
So
Yeah, that's all I got.
I don't even know how fantasy football works.
You don't?
No, I've the only thing I know is that it's been described to me as it's Dungeons and Dragons for jocks.
I mean, that kind of sort of sums it up pretty good. I guess you could almost say it's almost more like a... You could almost kind of compare it to like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Almost. Also, sort of.
Could I compare it to... For those that don't know about how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, could I compare it to Hearthstone?
I don't remember how Hearthstone works, but maybe. So, basically how it works is
Okay,
you have...
tell me how it works, and then I'll see if you can compare it to Hearthstone.
Okay, so
Because
you
Hearthstone is
have...
actually really similar to Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mm-hmm. So you have a set of players. You usually draft about 14 to 16 players. Like, you want a quarterback, you want a running back, you want a wide receiver. Basically, like the key positions in offensive football, and then you grab a team's defense. But some leagues do you actually pick defensive players, which is like weird. But otherwise, you can just pick an entire team's defense. And every single week, you have to select your top players that are supposed to do really, really good, and your team of however many players it is goes up against the random team that's also in your league that you're playing against, and they have their set of players that they think are going to do really, really well. And then when the actual football games are going, based on how those players do in the game, it affects your score for your team of all of these awesome players. And sometimes you do really, really well, and sometimes your quarterback gets injured in the first quarter, and you are royally fucked. And that's what happened to me last week, and I lost 60-something to 20 because I didn't have a quarterback after the first, 5 minutes of the game.
Oh yeah, this is Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons? But yeah, so it's basically you want to pick you have a pool of players that are automatically yours, but you can only play so many of them in the week. And once they've started playing, you can't change them, and they're locked in forever, and you are, But otherwise, it's a good time.
It's having a good time.
But, yep, so fantasy football's fun. Ish. Yeah, mostly fun, sometimes stressful. But, that's all I got for this week.
Alright. Should we wrap it up?
I think we can wrap it up.
All right. This has been another episode of The Nerds Who Say Yo. Th-
Yo!
this one seemed to have gone by fast.
It kind of did, yeah. We had
Yeah,
more to talk about than I imagined.
we actually had stuff to talk about this time.
I was surprised. I totally didn't come with anything except for how or like stressed out I was.
Except for holy shit.
Yeah, but we made it work.
We did. This week I don't know when I'm going to edit this podcast, so there's a small chance within the time space continuum that this one might go up, but just a little bit late because tomorrow I have a job interview.
Oh ho!
Yes, that's right. It's so wonderful. I'm going to be taking on a second job. More money.
Yay!
Yay!
And I have to study for my exam, so yeah, this week will be fun for me too. So yay!
Isn't it so wonderful?
I'm gonna become best friends with court cases. That sounds really lame.
Loser.
Yep.
Anywho, until next time, I will deliver you magic dust.
Ooh.
Ooh.